Ladies and gentlemen, grab your tea, hold your pearls, and brace yourself, because this isn't some silly gossip or baseless rumor. What you're about to hear is a full-on bombshell, and it came straight from Remy Ma herself. Yes, that Remy Ma, the woman who held it down through thick and thin, survived prison time, came home to rebuild her career, raised a family, and stood proudly beside her husband Papoose like the queen she is. She has just revealed a twist in the story that no one saw coming, and it's the kind of drama that shakes the internet to its core. Apparently, boxing champion Claressa Shields had a fiancé all along, yes, the entire time. Let that sink in. How do you go from being a two-time Olympic gold medalist to being accused of wrecking another woman's home, while already engaged yourself? How do you parade around with another woman's man, smiling in public, while secretly wearing your own engagement ring? Oh, you thought Remy Ma was going to stay quiet and play the victim? Not a chance. She came armed with screenshots, timestamps, and the kind of calculated precision that would make even the FBI impressed. This isn't a messy love triangle. This is a full-blown scandal, and everyone's getting dragged into it. Let's start from the beginning. Claressa Shields, known for calling herself the GWOAT, greatest woman of all time, built a flawless public image over the years. She had the titles, the medals, the fans. But with one single move, she managed to tear it all down. And that move involved Papoose, a man who, for years, was seen as the gold standard of loyalty in hip-hop. Papoose stood by Remy Ma through everything: her prison sentence, her return home, her career relaunch. Together, they were the definition of relationship goals. But then, came the whispers. Late in 2023, rumors began to swirl. Papoose was spotted with someone who wasn't Remy. At first, fans brushed it off as tabloid nonsense. But then came the blurry photos, the clips from events, the way Claressa seemed to pop up around him a little too often. Still, no one wanted to believe it. Not after everything Remy had done for him. But Remy saw it. She felt it. And instead of immediately calling it out, she played it smart. She stayed silent, quietly collecting evidence, biding her time. Because sometimes the most dangerous move is to wait for the perfect moment to strike. That moment came on New Year's Eve 2024. While most people were celebrating, Claressa posted a cozy picture with a man no one recognized at first. Her caption: "Another year I bring in with my fiancé. 2024, be good to us." The internet froze. Fiancé? Not friend, not coach, fiancé. And just like that, Twitter erupted. Memes, jokes, and questions flew in all directions. Wasn't she just seen with Papoose? But the shock doubled when Remy Ma reposted the image herself, zoomed in, with a simple, cutting caption: "Y'all said I was bitter. Nah. I just knew the whole time." MIC drop. That single post lit the internet on fire. People couldn't believe it. Claressa had been smiling for the cameras with Papoose while already committed to someone else. Within hours, more receipts began to pour in. Old photos of Claressa with her fiancé, matching outfits at events, gym sessions together. This wasn't a new relationship. He had been there all along. One alleged leaked DM even claimed Claressa told her fiancé, "Don't worry, he doesn't mean anything. I'm just playing my part." If true, it painted a devastating picture. Papoose wasn't the man she loved. He was just a pawn in some twisted game. For Papoose, this was betrayal on the highest level. This is a man who built his whole image on loyalty, only to find out he was being played. And the heartbreak started to show. First, he quietly deleted every picture of Claressa from his Instagram. No words, no interviews, just silence. Then came a cryptic change to his bio: "Learning who's really for me." Not long after, he posted a black screen with the words, "She had a ring already." That's crazy. God don't like ugly. The internet instantly connected the dots. He was talking about Claressa. Then came the emotional punch. He shared the same New Year's Eve photo, but cropped to focus on Claressa's hand, and the engagement ring she had on during public appearances with him. His caption: "Ain't no way I was the side when I was the only one loyal." It was raw, painful, and real. Papoose eventually went live on Instagram, no fancy setup, no music, just him in a hoodie, looking tired and heartbroken. "I waited 6 years for a woman who ain't wait 6 months to break me again," he said. "Y'all call it karma, but this don't feel like revenge. It feels like I was disposable." Those words hit people hard. Comments flooded in with broken heart emojis, messages of support, and disbelief. The next day, Remy Ma posted again, this time, an old interview clip of Papoose saying, "If Remy ever needed me, I'd be there in a second." Her caption was just as sharp as before: "Some lessons come wrapped in lace fronts and lies." Meanwhile, Claressa finally broke her silence, with a video of herself training in the boxing gym. Her caption: "Been through worse. Still undefeated." The comments were brutal. Fans told her she might be undefeated in the ring, but she had lost in love, and in respect. As for Papoose, he didn't fire back again. No more posts, no more statements. He quietly unfollowed Claressa, deleted months' worth of photos, and stepped away from the spotlight. That silence spoke louder than any diss track could. In the end, the internet wasn't just talking about Remy Ma's clapback anymore. They were mourning Papoose, the man who gave up a marriage, a legacy, and a family for someone who saw him as nothing more than a storyline in her own personal drama. And now, that one line allegedly from Papoose, "I left a queen for a clown in gloves," is everywhere. On t-shirts, in TikToks, in think pieces. It's the phrase that perfectly sums up one of the most shocking scandals hip-hop has seen in years. Because in the end, this wasn't just about love or betrayal. It was about loyalty, image, and the cold reality that sometimes the person you'd fight for wouldn't even step into the ring for you. For the first time, the man who built his name on loyalty was caught loving someone who never even claimed him. No matter how hard he tried to hide it, everyone could see his heartbreak. Silence after betrayal can be louder than any scream, and that's where Papoose was. The same man who once stood beside Remy Ma, rapping about love and family, was suddenly alone. No music, no interviews, just public pain. Meanwhile, Claressa kept avoiding responsibility, posting gym selfies, and motivational quotes that felt like digs. But the internet doesn't forget. The more she acted unbothered, the more people started digging. Leaked messages allegedly showed Claressa bragging that Papoose was just for image, a placeholder, until her real man came back. This wasn't love, it was strategy. She allegedly used him to connect with certain audiences, while her true fiancé, also her manager, pulled the strings. Weeks later, Papoose broke his silence with one Instagram photo, 2 wedding rings in his hands and the caption, "I finally understand why some people pray for closure, and others just walk away." No names, no tags, just the end. Remy reposted it with a broken heart emoji and wrote, "He finally came home to himself." Claressa's camp claimed it was all a misunderstanding, but no one believed it. People had watched Papoose crumble quietly, without seeking attention. TikTok flooded with old clips of him speaking about loyalty. His pain became everyone's pain. Remy later shared an old backstage photo of them laughing, captioned, "I never had to fight for him to choose me. I just had to wait for him to remember." Claressa might still be undefeated in the ring, but in love, her ego took the knockout. Thanks for watching. See you in the next headline, only at Poplinks.